Well, welcome back. Well, our friend who's been joining us the last couple of months, she is an advocate for us who have aging parents and just trying to figure out what we need to do to help our aging parents get into that next chapter of their life. And she joins us again this morning from sunny Florida. Carolyn A. Brent is joining us. Good morning, Carolyn.
Good morning.
Good morning, Ronnie. Good morning, Carol.
Good to have you with us again. You know, we've been talking about different steps that we can take when it comes to helping our aging parents, and you are quite the advocate for so many of us across the United States. Last month we talked about not having the guilt of when we have to talk to our parents about, you know, different topics and when it comes to aging. And this month it's important, Carolyn, that we need to talk about taking that next step into assisted living or into a nursing home, because that is the next step for a lot of our parents, correct?
That is definitely the next step. And the bottom line is this: most of us, when we grow up, we think, oh, we're going to take care of our parents forever. They could come live with us. But that's not all the way possible for a lot of people, especially if they have families or they're working. Or in my case, it was a safety issue with my dad, because dad just got in his car and I didn't see him again for 24 hours because he was demented, he got lost, and it scared me so bad. So what I share with people, put your parents' safety first. You got to put them in a very safe environment, either a private assisted living, which is not free, it costs, or a nursing home, or wherever they're going to be looked after for 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
So how do you choose the right facility? I mean, what questions do you need to be asking?
You know what, I got to tell you, there's a whole list of questions, but number one, do your homework. Look at as though you're buying a house. You got to tell yourself, I'm buying a house, an environment, and friends for my parents. Look at least 3 different places, and you want to go in there and don't be fooled by all the fancy chandeliers hanging from the ceiling or the baby grand piano. Ask the question, may I please take a look at your entire facility? Check the bathrooms, the kitchen, talk with the chef, and ask the question. If they're saying it's $2,000 a month, and I'm just using this as a small figure, ask them, is that all inclusive? Does that mean that I could bring my parents' medication and you guys could literally watch my parents take their medication? What does the price go up? How often does it go up? You want to ask those questions, because when you look at a contract, that contract has these itty-bitty writings that will tell you that it may cost $100 per pill for someone to hand your parent the medication. I know that for a fact. That happened to me, and of course, that was another fight. I had to fight to keep the cost down for my parents. So you have to ask, what are the costs? How often will the price go up? Does this include the laundry? Does it include the CNS watching over my parents? And that is a certified nurse's assistant. Does that include any type of entertainment? You got to really, really break it down as far as what are you paying for? And if they tell you that they're going to go up, you want to know the percentage, because it's a non-regulated environment as far as private assisted living. They could go up $1,000 a month on you. That happened to me too. Wow. So that is why I became an advocate as far as knowledge is power. Get everything in writing. If they tell you that the price is $2,000 per month, then you want to ask the question, well, if someone else or another organization takes over your organization, will my parent be grandfathered in for the same price? I mean, these are questions that we normally would not ask, but that's a question that you want to ask.
Well, you know, when we come back, we're going to take a quick commercial break, Carolyn. When we come back, I want to ask about the management, why it's important to know about the management at some of these care facilities, and also security and safety issues, things, again, that we may never think about asking when we're getting our parents into assisted living or nursing home. We'll be back with Carolyn A. Brent after this. Stay with us.